Hello, friends and fellows of the internet. It's me, Chaz, and I'm very excited for you guys to see this video. It's a very cool podcast. I love it. I can listen to it, which means if I'm in it and I can listen to it without wanting to hurt somebody or like punch a hole in the wall, chances are it's actually surprisingly good because I hate listening to myself talk, as I'm sure most people do. But we recorded this before some of the news about Attica happened, and I'm just not sure if it's a good move to have that stuff out there in light of what we now know. So I'm gonna what I'm gonna do is I have an unlisted link to the original podcast, the full one, unedited, with the Attica stuff still in there. Only click on that if you want to. If not, I'm going to have this main podcast just talking about the other stuff that we did, because I know the Attica thing is very sensitive. I know a lot of people don't want to talk about it. I know a lot of people are kind of still in mourning, still processing it, which is totally understandable. But I think some of the things that we talked about were kind of important. So I have an unlisted link in the description. Only click on it if you have closure, if you feel like you're ready to hear it. Because again, we did talk about this before he was confirmed to be deceased. So just please take that into account if you do end up clicking that unlisted link. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy this podcast. I really liked recording it, and I really hope we can do some more. Enjoy. What's up, guys? Welcome to the currently unnamed podcast. I'm Charlie, Chaz, whatever you guys want to call me. Y'all know me. I'm uploading this to my channel, so how's it going, everybody? And I'm here with Nintendude.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Nintendude. I do a bunch of Nintendo videos and a bunch of other random videos now.
And Blue Kokiri.
Hello. I basically just stream and smash videos, Nintendo videos on YouTube, but
and check out his new Twitch channel. And obviously, I'm gonna link to everyone's Twitters and Twitches and YouTubes and everything. Links to all the social stuff will definitely be down below in the description of the video. But yeah, so obviously you guys did give like a small introduction of what you guys do on the internet. Is there anything else that you guys like are interested in, want the people to know about, that sort of thing? Because this is like our first episode, so this is going to be like kind of an introduction, getting to know you sort of thing. So
I just like the show.
I don't know. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I don't really have much else to add either. In my opinion, this isn't really that much of a big deal. People are mad at the Pokemon Company, like really mad, like way too mad at the Pokemon Company. They just gave us one of the best video game waifus of all time in Nessa.
Right.
Okay,
And people are mad at that too.
There's no reason to be mad at them.
People
Right?
just fucking like, oh, cut
Like,
out.
I mean, you
People
can
just
obviously
like-
be mad over like the whole like lighting thing and kind of like with all the things that like the Switch can do. I mean, some of them definitely kind of look 3DS-y.
Yeah, for sure.
Like those things, okay, yeah, that makes sense to get mad at. But like the other things, like okay, that's just getting really annoying.
like.
Oh, and even then, like the tree doesn't look like. Firstly, this is pre-alpha build. Like this is like pre-alpha footage from what we can understand. Like they're demoing it because they want to show it, but this is by no means like what they want the game to look like. This isn't necessarily fully representative of the final game.
Yeah.
People are mad about a tree.
Yeah, and it's like,
Yeah.
Did you see like the video got 53,000 dislikes? I thought it was like a joke, and I was like, wait, is this like Photoshop? So I actually watched the video. Yeah, it was like a video. It was one of the Treehouse.
Yeah, so it was the Treehouse demo video where they first said that you couldn't catch all of the Pokemon in Sword and Shield,
they're mad
and you
at
can't
the
transfer
whole
them all.
National Dex thing.
Yeah,
I feel like they're just gonna be like, there's no national dex, and then after hearing like there's no national dex, they're gonna be like, okay, you know what, we'll just put it in. It's not too hard to put it in.
Well, what I'm assuming is gonna happen is because they already have like full 3D models for every single Pokemon, right? I mean,
And animations,
yeah, and they're because they've put that they have to be 3D models for the 3DS games, and then they also have to have full. They also need the full models for Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
And I'd say about half the current Pokemon before Sword and Shield is factored in are already in Pokemon Go. So it's like they have HD models and textures, and obviously they're going to want to up-res that a little bit and work on those a little bit, but it takes a lot of time. I mean, they've said that there are over 1,000 plus. I don't remember if it was different Pokemon now, or if it's different forms included.
I think it's forms.
And so people have estimated that there's a minimum of 89 new Pokemon, which I'm happy about because that's more. I'm pretty sure that's more than Alola or Kalos.
Yeah, I think Kalos had like 100 plus, but then Alola
Kalos was 65, I think.
Oh, really?
It was somewhere between like 60 and 80, but then Alola had a little bit more than Kalos.
Oh, okay.
And then
like I feel like it's super like easy because like you know how everyone was complaining about Mario Maker not having online with friends,
right?
And then like they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna put it in like.
Right.
It's probably just gonna be an update on the like first day, like update it to play with friends. Like it's not too hard. I don't know why everyone's like complaining for like 3 weeks about this. I'm like, okay, well, I mean,
from what I understand about it, in terms of like this specific scenario, the developers cited balance, which makes a lot of sense, and they cited what was the other thing they said? Oh, they also said they didn't want to have crunch. It's the same thing with Animal Crossing. So it's just because there's so many different models. Because now, I mean, like I said earlier, there are 1,000 plus different forms and models and stuff of Pokemon.
Yeah.
And they want to work on the animations and they want to do all this stuff. So it makes sense that, I mean, because Game Freak they haven't done a whole lot of work in HD. Mm-hmm. So working on modeling and texturing and everything and kind of redoing some of the stuff that they've already done for an upgrade and getting that ready for a full HD Pokemon game on top of designing the game itself, the world itself, the models itself, and all this stuff has to be redone for HD textures that they're not used to doing.
Right.
So honestly, like, personally, I'm pretty impressed with how the game looks and how the Pokemon look. And
yeah, I'm definitely impressed. Like, I think it looks really good, and obviously it's not the final build. And they're probably gonna patch all those things up, but I just think like the initial everyone was like super hyped when they first saw it. Then someone pointed out these flaws, and now everyone hates it. And I'm like, that's not the way to approach anything.
Right, and it's like a zoomed in. It's like a zoomed in picture too. Like it's not, from what I understand, the tree isn't like taking up the whole screen, and I'm assuming at least in the wild areas, I'm assuming the game probably runs docked in 720p. Just because of how much is going on in the wild areas.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they have to like if the text maybe like especially if the tree's kind of far away, if the draw distance is really bad in the wild areas, that wouldn't surprise me. Or no, actually, or rather if the textures and everything look bad in the wild areas because they have to make the draw distance really good, because one of the whole things about the wild area is you can see Pokemon everywhere, right?
Yeah.
But my thing about the Pokédex is like the National Dex is like, firstly, it's pretty much confirmed that they're gonna have most of the Pokemon. Like it's not like you're not gonna be able to have like your first Charizard or something, right? Like that's not happening. Like it's gonna be probably less loved Pokemon, more obscure stuff, and it's probably gonna be like a lot of the busted ass legendaries. Or not legendaries, but some of like the mythical Pokemon. Like, I was talking to my friend. Sorry, I'm kind of ranting a little bit now.
No, keep going.
I was talking to my friend a little bit, who was super into competitive Pokemon for a while, and he was talking about how some kind of like final. I don't remember what setting it was, but in some kind of tournament, like at the highest level, when they allowed mythical and legendary, when they allowed mythical Pokemon, there were Pokemon like Landorus had 100% appearance rate in like the top like 32 teams, and it's like just like, and when they allowed legendaries and other mythical Pokemon on top of or legendaries on top of mythical Pokemon, stuff like Kyogre and Groudon and stuff. There was also there was like a 90% appearance rate of Mega Rayquaza, and like a 100% appearance rate of Mega Kyogre.
Wait, what game was this for?
I think this might actually have been for Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon.
Oh, okay.
And so,
just like really quick off topic. Did any of you enjoy Sun and Moon, or Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon?
I liked it, but it's certainly not my favorite. Although
I got that game in February of 2017. I beat all my Switch games, and I don't even know where I am in the game. Like I don't even know what I'm doing.
Like it didn't feel like
so random.
Right. And I will say though, like of all the Pokemon games, I don't know if this is just because like I played through some of the more story intensive ones at an earlier age. But of all the Pokemon games, there were certain characters that made me care. There were like certain things that like made me care about like certain characters and stuff more than in other games.
Mm-hmm.
And also, some of the cutscenes were actually pretty cool. Like I was I was kind of a fan of that.
Oh yeah, like the cutscenes were definitely cool.
And I think that kind of helped like ease me into some of the changes and stuff. Like it's like, hey, we changed some of the things, and I wasn't too happy about that. But then they added like a bit more of a more robust story, and they improved the writing a little bit, and that is something that I did like.
Yeah, I mean, like the thing is, like it took really long for like for the actual story to pick up.
Right.
It took like more. I don't even know where I am, but I feel like I'm more than halfway, and like nothing significant has happened, other than like Team Skull just exists, and you're just running through the motions of a Pokemon game. Like every other game, at least there's like some motive of the other of the bad guy team.
Right.
And then like, oh, they're trying to do something, and then maybe it changes to an even bigger thing. Like for Gen 5, spoilers for anyone who hasn't played this yet, even though it's like almost
so
10
good.
years.
Gen 5 is like, so good.
It's like the first thing is we're trying to liberate Pokemon, but then it actually just gets us trying to be in control of everything using N. And it's like, that's such a cool twist. Like, no one would really see that. And like, N, it comes like kind of learns about himself. And it's like you see character and plot development happen, even though like the game was kind of fast. It's definitely like,
I want to try it.
Like it's still really good. Like you would still be driven to play, and then like here it's like they put everything in like the last, like I don't know. I feel like they're just gonna throw everything at you at the end.
Mm-hmm. Wait, Blue, have you played Gen 5? Oh,
no.
You haven't played Gen 5? Is that an exception, or are you not a huge Pokemon fan?
Both. I mean, my favorite generation is Gen 4, but I played Gen 4, Gen 6, 7, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
But I mean, I don't care. I mean, that's cool. I kind of want to play it now, since you said that.
Oh, man. Dude, Gen 5 is probably, like... It's hard because I love Gen 4 too. Like, Platinum was my first Pokemon game. It was also, like...
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Dude, is everyone's first Pokemon game here Platinum?
Yes.
So good.
Yes, okay.
Oh, man, it's so good. And then, like... And then Heart Gold and Soul Silver, too.
Oh, yeah.
And those were so good.
I got both of those launch days.
Oh, man.
Oh,
and the Pokewalker. I remember getting in trouble at school so much from that shit.
I was walking.
Yeah, I know. Everyone like would literally bring their Pokewalker and then like get in trouble. Like put your video games away. Like oh no, it's a pedometer.
I was flexing it, man. I was like, look at my Pokemon. Oh my god, dude. I'm old.
Same. But yeah, like looking back and like comparing like Gen 5 to some of the other gens, like I also really like Gen 6. Like I think Gen 6 had a lot of really, really good stuff.
Yes.
But like looking at Gen 5, it's just like it feels like there's something in me that like wants to say it's the best, but then there's something in me that also just doesn't want to say that compared to like Gen 6 and 4, and 4 including the Gen 2 remakes, of course.
Oh, okay. I mean, like literally, like Platinum, I love. The only just problem I have with Platinum is that it's like the speed of the gameplay, or the battles, not the
Oh my
gameplay.
god.
That's the only problem I have with it. I'm
And
like, but everything
saving
else is.
takes 8 years.
Oh yeah, saving takes so long,
I'm hoping we
and
get a
it's like it
remake
just
for
keeps
that though.
spinning, and I'm like, all right, can I go?
Like you're playing in the morning before school, and your mom comes in and she's like, "All right, time to go," and then it's like, ah, it's so close. Or like when you're in the middle of a legendary battle, man, that was the worst because you can't save in the middle of a battle.
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember all that. But yeah, I think that the going back to like this stuff with Sword and Shield. What do you guys think about it?
With the
About like,
national deck?
Yeah, with the national decks.
I mean, honestly, I'm okay with it. I never really like saw the national decks as like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. I mean, it was cool. It is still cool, but I'm not like, oh well, now that's not here, I can't play the game.
Right.
It's not like you get the national decks like in the beginning of the game anyway, or until you beat it. So I mean, like, I don't know why people are losing their minds over something you get after.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe for collection purposes, but I don't know anybody who uses the national decks to actually go get every single Pokemon.
I do.
I wanted to.
I always start like recently. I've been starting every Pokemon game with that intent, and then it's just like, oh, I can't do it. It's too much. Like towards the end, especially in Alola. Like I wanted to at least complete the Alolan decks. Oh my god, because they have so many Pokemon in that game before you get the national decks. So it's like, yeah, I just remember wanting to like get all that stuff, and it was just like, man, this is way too much.
I mean, for me though, it's like I don't really mind it too much because like, I mean, it's a Pokemon game. I'm not gonna like want them to stress themselves trying to animate, put every single Pokemon in the game. Because it's looking good to me. Like I like how it looks. I like the UI. I feel like they're putting a lot of effort into a bunch of other stuff, and we should be expecting them to not include every Pokemon.
Right.
Because again, there's like 1,000, and that is with forms, but that's still a lot of Pokemon, dude.
That's definitely a
lot.
And we don't even know how many new Pokemon there are. I mean, people, again, like I said earlier, people have calculated that it could be as low as 98. But even then, like
98's a lot.
98
also,
is a lot.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna get these Pokemon back as DLC.
Yeah,
I think it's just gonna be like a DLC or some sort of update. I don't think they.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't.
I don't expect them to put all this stuff in. You know, they probably want to do it to keep the game alive. You feel me? Right.
The one thing that the one question for me that this raises is like, so if they haven't because I mean, there's no way the Pokemon Company wasn't one of the first companies to get the Switch dev kits, and that was like way back in like what 2016, 2015. And that would have been in like 2016, 2015. And I mean, yeah, obviously, you know, they were still doing Sun and Moon and all that stuff, but I don't think that there's a world in which they weren't working on 3D models and HD stuff for those Pokemon already. So that makes me wonder, did they stop modeling and making those Pokemon for some kind of big post-game thing? Or just to make the region that big? Because, I mean, Galar seems huge.
Yeah, it feels like Breath of the Wild, kind of.
It does, yeah.
It feels like that. I feel like, I mean, honestly, if you're going to give me a Pokemon game with, like, Breath of the Wild aesthetic, I'm okay. I'm totally fine with not having all the Pokemon. Like, if that's what I'm losing, and I'm getting only new Pokemon, and I'm having open world, I'll take that over, like, very narrow, closed path Pokemon game and having all the Pokemon. Or I'll take like the other thing over that.
Right. And one theory or like hope or prediction or whatever that I heard a lot of people say, like before we knew more about Sword and Shield is, and this is kind of what I was like going for a little bit when I was like, could there be like some like big post game thing? Is people are talking about going to Kalos.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't.
Really? So like
I never saw anyone say that.
So, well, I remember, like, Game Explain and people, NVC was saying that, and I think they were talking about that a little bit on Switch Force, and maybe beat 'em ups was saying that, but I don't know. So like obviously like YouTubers and not just like random people on Twitter, right? Uh, but one of the things that like that they were talking about a lot that made me really consider it was in X and Y, like you guys know how they were talking about like that Pokemon War a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What if that was between Galar and Kalos? Like, because historically, if you think about it, France and the UK, I mean, well, France and England, I guess, or Great Britain, depending on the time period, were both like they were at war for a long time. I mean, they were always at war, basically. Like, they fought wars in the U.S. before, or in what is now the States, I guess, before like the Revolutionary War, and they were fighting wars in Europe for a long time, and like, so people were throwing that around as a theory, like there's going to be some storyline.
Oh.
Oh, okay. People were throwing that around like there could be some storyline tie-in with those two, with like the two regions, and then maybe like there's that's why people were theorizing that you could go to Kalos, because I mean there's even like a very famous train that goes under the English Channel to
Oh
France.
yeah.
The English Channel. So
That train is a very anticlimactic train. You think you could be like it's like some transparent tunnel that you could like see all the water and stuff.
uh-huh.
It's literally just underground. It's dark. Like I was the most disappointing thing ever. Like I was in like second grade and like my family went there, and I'm like, oh yes, we get to go underground underwater in a train. That's gonna be so cool. And I just keep looking out. I'm like, it's black, and then just suddenly it popped back up, and I'm like, okay, that was like the most useless thing I've ever been on. It was so like sad. I was ready to like you know how like in like some aquariums they have like those like tunnels
Yeah,
where you
yeah,
can
yeah,
see like
yeah,
the
yeah.
fish. I thought it would be like that, and it's like nope.
I think that would be like a really cool thing, and they could even do like a really, because I mean, like even like to mask like a load time sort of thing. They could even do like a really cool like transitional thing where they do like a beautiful cutscene where you're like looking out. You could even ride the train like a battle train sort of thing,
Oh, that would be actually hella cool.
and you could like look out, like it could be like a
Probably my
battlefront.
action adventure thing.
Right, and
It's
you could
cool
like,
though. I like it.
and you could like look out out of the train, like what Ten was talking about, or what he originally thought this train was, where you can look out and you can see, you know, like schools of barboach or whatever swimming
Oh,
swimming in the ocean around you, and just like seeing like all these beautiful like landscapes, and it could be potentially a really interesting thing to do,
yeah.
at least in my opinion. And obviously, well, not obviously, but I'm a huge Francophile, so like any chance to go back to Kalos would get me super geeked.
No, I don't blame you. I want to go back.
Yeah, I mean, like I feel like Kalos was just like very not experimental, but like they were trying 3D for the first time. So
Yeah,
I mean, I mean, definitely going back with like a more solid, like kind of engine, I guess,
right.
would make it more enjoyable. Like I like Kalos. I liked it. It was really easy, but
Hmm.
like, I mean, like I still liked it more than Sun and Moon.
Right, and I think the main issue with pacing in Kalos was like the first three gyms took like 10 hours, and then after that it schmooved.
Yeah,
So
like
like,
literally, I thought it would be like that. I was like, oh, dude, this is really easy. This is like really good. I like this challenge. I need to actually think of like which Pokemon I need to use. And
mhm.
like after that, it's like, wait, what happened?
So I think that there could be some really interesting stuff with that in there.
Maybe they can increase the power of the gyms. Hopefully.
Yeah. And then I guess like one one last sort of thing to talk about, that at least that I was thinking about talking about, and I'm sorry for the people who are less interested in games that might be listening to this, but it's something that I was throwing around in the group chat that the three of us were in before we started recording, was maybe talk about like just like kind of what we're playing, what we're looking forward to in the next like week or two, like in terms of like what games we're gonna play, or like even like movies or something that we're gonna do or we're gonna see, or like stuff we're gonna do, or what we've been doing with our summer, that sort of thing.
I had a lot of movies to watch this summer.
Right.
Mhm.
Who wants to go first?
I, I mean, I'll go, I guess.
Okay.
Go
um,
next.
um, Yeah, I've mostly been playing like so. Quick shout out to my internship job sort of thing. I'm the YouTube content manager for a website called Gamer Professionals, and they had me do a review of Team Sonic Racing, and that was something that I was working on for a while. I was playing that quite a bit, and that's actually a really fun game. I'll link to my review in the description. And but yeah, I really enjoyed that. Have you guys played that?
No,
I
not
played it
yet.
at
I want
PAX
to.
last year, and it was like really weird because like the controls did not feel that good. And then
Uh-huh.
and that's when like a month after PAX they said they're delaying it, and I was like, oh good, okay, good. So they're
Yeah.
delaying it, and then like after they delayed it, and everyone who was like said good they delayed it and they played it, they said, oh this game's actually really good.
Yeah, it's really good. Like I think a bunch of Sonic games are on sale right now on Switch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
they're
think it's like
awesome.
bunch of yeah, I think it's like a Sega discount something going on.
Hmm. So
I
like
think
if
like Mania Racing and then Forces, but Forces is
Can we not? Can we
that's
not
not.
talk about that?
so like yeah, if you guys get a chance to buy it, I highly recommend it. It's pretty good. I gave it I think I gave it an 8.4 out of 10.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, so like, and when I review things, just a small disclaimer. I'm sorry that I'm going so deep into this, but when I review things, like I do it on the IGN scale, so like it's kind of a bell curve in terms of like high scores. So like that's
Right.
like a great score
Yeah.
theoretically, even though it doesn't sound too great to some people. But yeah, that's mostly what
Yeah,
I've
I
been
think like a
playing.
lot of people with review scores, like they look at it and they see if it's like below 8, they're like, oh, I'm not gonna buy
Below
it.
9.
Right, and it's like, there's so many okay, I'm gonna get a little controversial here. Star Fox Zero, it got
Like,
yeah, it got like sevens, right, from most like
yeah,
major review outlets,
I don't think it should get a 7.
and that's
It
for
should get a
good.
3.
And people were like, "Oh, that's so bad. That's such a bad score. That game is gonna be so bad." And the only bad thing about it, in my opinion, don't kill me, was the controls.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the control. I hate how they made you use the gamepad.
If it wasn't for the controls, it would have been a great game.
Yeah, I feel like if they made it for the Switch, it
Yeah,
would have been like everyone would have loved it.
it deserves a remake.
I hope we
feel.
get a port.
Or-
I hope we get a port. And the
I mean, all they
co-op,
need to do is just remove the gamepad part, and then they're
right?
fine.
And the co-op. Have you guys played the co-op for that game?
No, I haven't.
It
I
was
didn't buy it.
it was such a mess, but it was so fun. Like I remember playing it with people who didn't really play that many like games aside from like Call of Duty and stuff, and we were having like just a hell of a time. Just like, oh my mic cut out. We were just just hanging out, having a hell of a time. Just like one of us was like gunner, and then the other one was like the pilot. But yeah, I think if the controls weren't bad, like if they were to port it to Switch, like I think it would be like a good game still.
Yeah.
But yeah, like people freak out so much about review scores, or like Ukulele. Do you guys remember when those scores came out?
I
heard
I
about
heard
that.
that game
I
was
don't
like
re- I
actually
don't-
not that good
Yeah,
because
I
like
heard
a
it was
Hat
really
in Time like took like 1/10 of the funding and did way better or like did a
Oh,
much
that
better
is such
job.
a good game.
And then like
So
Ukulele
awesome.
needed like a lot of funding, and then they made like a mess. Like the only good part was like the original banjo. Grant Kirkhope was like the composer for the
Yeah.
music. That
Wait,
was like the only thing that people liked about it.
Blue, what were you trying to say?
No, I was just saying, Hat in Time is a really good game.
Oh, Hat in Time. I've heard that's really good.
Yeah,
It's
I want to
so
play
good.
it.
I'm probably just gonna get it when it comes on Switch. Honestly.
I'm probably gonna play it tonight with my GameCube controller.
Ooh,
Ooh, it's lit.
nice.
I'm out.
But yeah, so that Sonic Racing is mostly what I've been playing. And then I also got a new roguelike called Moonlighter, and that's really cool. It's like have you guys heard of Moonlighter?
Oh yeah.
Mm-mm.
It's like are you guys both know what roguelikes are though, right?
Hmm?
You guys both know what roguelikes are though, right?
Wait.
It's
what?
like it's like Binding of Isaac, where like you go through a run and everything's different every time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So the structure of the game is like you run a shop in like this medieval town, and then you go into you do like the roguelike part of the game is like when you go into these dungeons and then you collect like items and stuff to sell in your shop or to like craft new weapons or
that's-
armor.
Cool.
And it's super cool. It's got a super like good
It's unique.
vibes, like pixel art style. The music is
Oh yeah.
pretty relaxing, and the town, I don't know what it is about like You guys, I'm pretty. You guys both watch anime, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or at
Kind
least,
of.
or at least a
I'm
little
too
bit.
lazy to watch a lot of stuff.
But you guys know like the vibes of like that really just like the small town feeling in like
Oh
an
yeah.
anime or something.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
got that vibe to it a little bit. Obviously, a little bit less populated feeling because it's a smaller indie game, but
Right.
it's just got like that wholesome vibe to it, and you like run a shop. And I don't know, there's some romanticized ideal of like running a shop and everything, and like they've got like this really idyllic lighting, and like the pixel art is just really it just feels really good. I don't know, I really like that. And then I've also been I went on a shopping spree a few weeks ago, so I got that, and then Iconoclast, which is a Metroidvania, and then Gato Roboto, which is another Metroidvania game. But I haven't really played Gato Roboto. Anyways, what have you guys been playing?
I've been playing. I started Persona like this Monday.
Ooh, Persona 5.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
actually like addicting.
Oh, I'm
It's like
It's so good.
it's like weird because like it doesn't feel like an addicting game, but then like you keep playing it. Like literally the first
Right.
day I played
Is
it,
it
I
like
played it for like 6 hours, and I'm like, oh shoot, I played this for 6 hours.
Oh.
is it your
Oh my
first
god.
playthrough? Have
Yeah.
have you
Oh.
seen anything about the game?
I haven't seen anything. Like I watched
Oh,
like
that's
a
why.
little bit,
Oh my
like but I
god.
don't know what any of it means. So like
Oh,
Me neither.
that's
so
why
like
it's addicting. Cause oh man, it's so good.
I'm getting my PS4 in a couple of days.
and Persona's
You're,
20
it's
bucks
gonna be
too
your
because it's
first
a
time too.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh,
PlayStation hit, so you can get it for 20.
Oh, yes. Let's
I'm
go.
not saying anything. You guys have a blast. And it is so
I want to keep
good.
playing that. And then like the movies I need to watch are
Mm.
uh Toy Story 4, which actually
Oh,
came
my
out today
God.
of recording this.
I want to see that
Uh
so bad.
and then Spider-Man.
How Far From Home?
Yeah, Far From Home.
When does that come out?
July 2nd.
Oh, that's soon.
Yeah, so like there's like a bunch of movies that are just like crunched up between like end of April to the beginning of July. There's like Endgame,
Mm.
Pikachu, Aladdin. Everyone's think Aladdin's really good because like Will Smith carried the movie.
Will Smith genie.
The music's actually really good.
Really?
Like I've been like listening to the soundtrack for like 2 weeks
Oh, nice.
just because like Will Smith's like he made all the music like he Will Smithed it. So
Okay.
like it's just really catchy now. And then
Will
what else do I
Smith.
need to watch? There's one more. Oh yeah, they're re-releasing Endgame. So I
With
might just go
DLC.
back and watch
Yeah.
Endgame to beat Avatar.
With DLC.
Oh my God.
I'm probably gonna see it again because like my dad
Yeah.
hasn't seen it
Yeah,
yet,
I'm probably gonna see it.
and he likes the Marvel movies, but he hasn't really seen a lot. Like he's not super like into the Marvel timeline and everything,
Yeah,
so he doesn't
Oh.
know all the stuff that's
Yeah.
going on.
So
Yeah,
it'd be like
I'm gonna
me
get like everyone who
my
hasn't
first
seen it
time.
to seen it
Right.
to watch it. I'm gonna be like, you have no more excuses. Come with me.
Even got updated, dude. I have to see it.
And I've also what else have I been playing? I forgot. Oh yeah, I've been doing the Xenoblade 2 DLC.
Oh, I haven't got to that yet.
I haven't even beaten the original game. I'm
The original
sorry.
game's like
Too.
hard. Well, I mean, like I found it hard because I never played any game like that before.
Uh-huh.
So then, like, I was confused. But like, the problem is with like a lot of people in the Xenoblade community, like, they know everything. So like, if you don't know something, they like roast you for it,
They do.
and then they like just like are relentless when they're saying like, "Oh my God, how do you not know this? How do you not know like you can awaken blades with this, and this, and this has means that?" And I'm like, "How am I? What? I've never
Wanna hear
played this
something
before."
funny?
And then I was like,
When
"Okay,
I let you finish.
yeah, I was done."
What's funny was till I got to the final boss, or when I was at the final boss, that's when I finally found out about like blade combo, not blade combos, but like elements and stuff.
Yeah,
Mhm.
same.
I just found that out about the final boss, or I found that out when I was fighting the final boss. I was like, oh, I wish I would have known this.
Yeah, like you know
And
how
I
like you
felt
have a
so
little like
dumb.
the thing in the top right where it's like you can make like a attack kind of thing, like the three
Mhm.
like stage 1, 2, and 3. Like
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
what
know
I'm
that was doing that, and I was like, what is this thing here for? So I wanted to like ask my friend like right before the final boss, hey, what is this thing here? And he's like, dude, have you not been using that the whole time? I'm like, no. He's like, oh my god, how did you get through this game?
That's what I was wondering to myself. I was like, how did I do it?
Yeah, I'm super early. Well, I'm not that early in the game. I'm like, there's like some weird. I don't know. There, you guys know that one part in Xenoblade 2 with like those big ass lakes, and there are like a bunch of different levels of lakes, and this is still pretty early in the game.
A bunch of is it Gormod?
Yeah, I think it's
I
around
think it
there.
might be.
Oh yeah, that's like one of the first areas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it's like
like,
a confusing because like it's really wide,
hmm
but then like you only spend most of your time in like a specific area of that part.
and I'm also super underleveled. And I don't know
Yeah,
how I
like
got to that point in the game because I just did a boss fight and did it on like the first try, but then I'm like underleveled and
yeah, like it's weird to level up. Like all I what I did was like to level up at the end is I just went and found the same enemy over and over.
Oh my
Just fought
god.
that thing and I
I just went
like
to
gained like
sleep.
3 levels in an hour. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go fight the final boss. I fought the final boss like 10 times I think because I was like dying every time.
uh-huh.
Same.
And
He
then like
always
when I
instant
beat it,
killed me.
I literally went insane because I wanted to beat it before like the new year. And like I beat it one day before and I was like, oh my god. Yes. Satisfaction.
Bro, I just like went to sleep and just used the sleep XP.
Wait, you can get XP from sleeping?
Wait,
Yeah.
what? You can?
What?
Yeah, go to the end.
Oh my god.
Oh
Okay.
my.
You have to go to the end and just it gives you like extra XP. Like it tells you you can level up like 20 times, 5 times, 10 times.
Oh my
Oh, let me
god.
find you a link. Hold up.
I might have
I
to
wish I knew that.
apply that mechanic to all the JRPGs that I play now.
I want to just replay the game knowing all this.
Yeah, cuz like I'm like that with all JRPGs though, where I'll in Metroidvanias too, where I'll get to a certain point, and then I'll just like get really mad because I haven't grinded enough, and it's just like I don't know, because this happened to me or like, okay, this happened to me with Octopath Traveler. This happened to me with Octopath Traveler, with Xenoblade 1 and 2, and X.
I need to play 1 and X still.
Oh, 1 is so good. I love 1
Like I
so
watched
much.
Chugga Connor's Let's Play, but that's like I need to play it.
I love 1 so much. It's just
I
such a
haven't
solid
played it.
game.
I mean, I played it a little bit, and like the only thing I know about it is that one girl. I'm not gonna spoil it, but
I mean, I don't think you spoil it because I think everybody knows.
Yeah,
oh
if
yeah,
you've
with
played
that
Smash, you
the
know.
big ass robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I know. I haven't played it. And plus, I know about like Klaus and stuff. That's
Oh, okay,
sorry,
yeah.
spoil it.
Yeah, I mean, she was like a trophy, and they had hints and stuff involving her in
Yeah.
Smash 4.
And like
too,
it even
so,
describes like this happened to her.
yeah. And that's actually like a mid game spoiler. Like that's not. I'm pretty sure that's revealed mid game.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's like revealed in like a weird. It's like I was watching all the cutscenes when like Chugga was still doing his Let's Play of it, and I'm like, this can definitely be a movie. Like if they made a movie of Xenoblade, just like animating it and like went and got Pixar to do it or something,
That would be
I would
cool.
like, I would literally just go watch that and like watch it 10 times.
That would be such a good. That would be a good video game movie. But
I gotta play that.
Blue, what have you been playing? What have you been up to? What are you
Man,
looking
I've
forward
just
to?
been like chill. I've been trying to find like a new anime to watch, and plus I want to see Endgame,
Mhm.
as you guys mentioned earlier, because I haven't seen it originally.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, okay, good.
No.
Good thing I didn't spoil anything.
No, I haven't seen it, but I guess the games I've been playing recently has been like Fantasy Star Online 2.
Uh-huh.
I've been like playing the Japanese like translator version
Uh-huh.
to English, because I've been kind of like in the mood for it, because I grew up with that game.
Right.
It was like one of the first few games I played on the GameCube.
Mm-hmm.
I played with my brother and cousin. Like we grinded
Oh, that's cool.
all night. It was It was so good.
Nice.
It was like good wholesome times, man.
Mm-hmm.
And so I downloaded the Japanese version. Aside from that, I've been trying to play like a bunch of other different stuff. I've been trying CS:GO.
Oh, how's that going?
Pretty good.
Nice.
Some kid got like, some kid, he was like really young, and they were like, leave the lobby, and they like kicked him. So I don't know what's going on. I've been trying to aim for top 500 in Overwatch, but that's about it. I've been trying to play a lot of like other different stuff. I'm about to start like an Animal Crossing New Leaf save file.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I need to play that too. I have so many games to play.
I played it before. I just want to play it again.
Nice. Yeah, I've never played an Animal Crossing game.
I play like a little
You
of New
must.
Leaf, and I'm like, I need to sit down for this because I cannot play like 10 minutes and get an idea.
It's
Yeah.
like you're in a whole nother world, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was like it's the same thing with like what I was talking about with JRPGs. Oh, my mic cut out again. It's the same thing I was talking about with JRPGs, where it's just like sometimes I just
Love
can't.
it too.
Yeah, and it's like the same thing with Stardew Valley. I couldn't do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't
I
tried.
mean, I
that.
feel like I wouldn't be able to get into Stardew either, just because
I
like.
also need to play Nier.
Eh.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I want to get near so badly. Oh, are you guys excited for Astral Chain?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for that game. I'm more excited for that than Mario Maker 2.
I'm not
I
gonna.
forgot.
lie,
Wait,
me
when's
too.
Mario Maker 2 coming out next week?
June 28th. Yeah,
Oh,
a
yeah,
week from
next
today.
week.
Oh, whoops.
I feel like the hype went up a lot, and then it disappeared, and then
Yeah.
it came back.
Yeah, the direct was weirdly timed. Like, I feel like they could have
Yeah.
put a lot of the information in the direct on to, like, the E3 direct, and it would have been, like, it would have made the E3 direct a lot better.
Yeah, like
I'm
especially like
kinda
the 3D
upset.
world part.
The Animal Crossing was delayed, but I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, me too. I mean, they said it was to avoid crunch, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
To avoid, like,
yeah.
overworking.
Yeah, I'm happy for the reason. Yeah, that's a good reason.
That's a definitely an okay reason.
And then Nintendo's stock dropped in, like, $1 billion worth of value from that, which is
That's
awful.
so dumb.
But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong though. I am excited for Mario Maker 2. That comes out the day before my birthday, so I'm gonna be
Oh,
doing
nice.
birthday streams. Yeah,
Happy birthday.
thank you. Yeah, this is probably gonna go up closer to the release date of Mario Maker 2 than not. But yeah, are you guys gonna be playing that game?
I'm
Mario
gonna try
Maker
to get
2.
it.
I'm gonna probably get it like a week after because I need to just. I'll probably just be too busy to buy it.
I need to give me a Switch. I don't have my old one anymore.
Oh, you
So-
don't?
No, I gotta get me a new one.
Or what happened?
I guess it was a little too personal to say on.
Oh,
video.
okay.
Yeah,
Never mind.
but I had like
Just cut
no
that out there.
control over it. Like I wish I did, but
Mm,
so I had to give me a new one.
damn.
So I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Just get a Wii U.
Mod Mario Maker 1.
Basically, buy Mario Maker 1, Splatoon 1, Smash Wii U. I'm good. Give me my Switch. I'm good.
Just paint the sides of your Wii U gamepad like red and blue. It's like the
Oh my
wannabe
God.
Switch owner.
Take the fucking take the analog sticks, put the switches. I think the gamepad is like bigger than the Switch altogether. It's
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
like
Which is ridiculous. Yeah, I remember like after I got the Switch, like picking the gamepad up to play Smash before that came out on Switch, it was just like, what the hell is this?
Dude, I cannot play Smash 4 anymore. I just like it's just too slow.
it's weird.
I played
It's
it
so slow.
I played it for a video and then the file got corrupted or whatever, but
Oh,
The
dude.
one character I like in Smash 4 is Falcon.
Falcon's so I'm glad that they fixed him in this most recent patch.
Hmm?
They fixed Falcon in the most recent patch.
They did?
Yeah, they did. Well, somewhat. Like, they improved a bunch of his combos. Knee has better range. Side B has super armor. Stuff like that.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, it has super armor on the hitting part.
Good, because I feel like you guys can correct me. I feel like he just doesn't feel like Smash 4 Falcon.
Nah, he just didn't really feel like a character in general, to be honest. Oh,
Yeah, he felt really weird to play as.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he like.
And now Ken is like, oh, sorry.
I mean, okay. Here's the thing. Ken is good now, but he's not busted yet.
He's not
And that's
busted,
good.
yeah.
That's good.
I mean, there's only one thing you can do with him to actually like be busted, but if you just get out of that, then he's dead.
And you can DI the that thing that people were like, oh, that kills so early or whatever. You can DI that and not die.
Oh
from
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So unless you're Pichu, Jigglypuff, or Game & Watch, like you're probably chilling. But I don't know. But yeah.
What about Ganondorf?
Oh. Ganondorf is. I think he's a lot lighter in this game than he was in Smash 4, but I don't know.
Is he lighter? I felt like he was heavier.
No, I feel like he's lighter.
I mean, like he's still heavy. Like he's still a super heavy, but lighter than he was in Smash 4 for sure.
Oh, I thought you meant like from between patches. Okay, never mind.
Oh no.
I mean, like in like the most recent patch. How is he?
I don't know
He's
his
like the same,
exact weight, but they actually did make him easier to hit. They nerfed it. I guess nerfed or buffed depending on what side of Ganondorf you're on, but they made his hurt box bigger, so they made him easier to hit.
Oh, nice.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then that was the same patch where they made Pichu easier to hit. They made Pichu easier. It was in the same patch that they made Pichu easier to hit.
What?
Pichu's my worst nightmare.
I liked playing against Pichu because Samus has good options to deal with sharp characters.
Oh, true. Like every character I chose, like every time, like it doesn't hit Pichu. So like Falco's gun like goes over his head. Joker's like thing can go like it only hits like if you're at the end of the side B or his gun.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, you know what?
Thank you guys all very much for watching / listening / whatever you did to this podcast. Hopefully you didn't do anything too gross to it.
Okay.
It's not good. I believe. I believe.
But yeah, so guys, where can they find you on social media?
I'll just go. You can find me on YouTube, just youtube.com/Nintendude, easy to remember. And then Twitter, just Nintendude YT, easy. Once again, I'm making your life easier for you.
And
so where you guys can catch me or find me, right? My YouTube is Blukokiri with an extra I, so it should be 2. My Twitch is Blukokiri with 3 I's, the third in the Kokiri family. All right. My Twitter is the same thing as Blukokiri, but this time with 1 I. So it's kind of like in order: Blukokiri 1, then 2, then 3. That's all now. So
nice. That's actually pretty cool.
I didn't think about
that's actually yeah.
But anyway, that's all my social medias, and you can take it back.
And yeah, you guys can find me. I mean, obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube, you're watching this on my channel. So if you haven't already dropped a sub and a like and a comment, definitely make sure to do that. We'll be taking, I'm assuming that in the future we're going to be making time for like listener podcast mail sort of thing. So if you guys have a question or a topic that you want us to discuss, definitely make sure to drop that down in the comments below. But if you haven't already subscribed to this channel and these guys' channels, please make sure to do that. Links to all 3 are in the description. Make sure to follow us all on Twitter. I'm at CHAS_MKE on both Instagram and Twitter. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode of this podcast, or we'll catch you guys next time you watch one of our videos or streams. Peace out.